Hi everyone, and thank you for joining the Easy Virtual Fair training. Today we're going to go over how to set up your booth and get everything ready for the day of the event. We're going to start by going to the Content Manager page, which is the URL that you see up here, /CRM, and this is the login page that you will see. Now you need to log in with your credentials and your password and click enter. Once you're in, this is the first page that you will see, and the first thing that you want to do is change your display name in the fair. By default, this is going to be your username, so you need to change it to whatever you want to name your booth. Once that's done, you can start filling out all the other fields, the rest of the information. Nothing's mandatory except for the name of the booth, but I always recommend that you fill out as much information as possible. That way the visitor, the attendee, will have a bit more information about you. You have all this information that you can add. And then down here, if you scroll down, you have your company logo. This is the second most important item that you need to focus on. This will be the main image for your booth. So you need to upload the logo that you want the attendees to see when they look for your booth. I'll show you how to upload the logo. I'm going to delete this one first. And then you just click Upload Logo. And this will open the window in your computer with all your files, and you need to select the file that you want. Make sure it's a JPEG file and maximum 5 megabytes. And you'll see this blue rectangle here. So you need to make it fit inside the rectangle here. So what you can do is scroll up and down with your mouse, as you can see, to make the image larger or smaller and make it fit. So once it's correct, there we go, we click Upload Logo. That way it will automatically upload, and that will be the main image for your booth. Make sure again it's a JPEG file and maximum 5 megabytes. If we keep scrolling down, we have more additional information like the contact information, social media if you want to add any. And then you have two large text boxes that you can add any additional information that you want, the description, add another image, and just a bit more about your booth. Once you're done and you're happy with the information that you've uploaded, we click Save Changes. It's very important that we click Save Changes, otherwise we might not see the changes reflected onto the actual fair. This is the first part done. Now we can move on to the next section here on the menu. Just as a reminder, there's always in each section that we're going to go through, there's always additional information and PDF guides and videos that you can check out if you have any questions or doubts about how to upload the information. Next down, if we look on the menu on the left-hand side, we have the banner and the poster. These are the other two main images that will populate your booth and that will show up as your design. So what you want to do is add a poster and a banner. Again, very simple way to upload. It's exactly the same way you uploaded the logo. Make sure it's a JPEG file and maximum 5 megabytes. Once you're done, this will automatically save once you upload each image, and we can move on to the next step, which is the design. This is where you will choose how your booth looks, so the design of the interior of your booth, and we have several customizable images here. So we have pre-designed templates that you can use, and you can choose the one that best fits with your company or with your booth. And then you can choose the host that you want inside your booth. Once you've decided, you can see the preview here, and you can see that the logo will always be at the front of the desk, doesn't matter what design you choose, and then the banner and the poster will find a spot in the back. I'll show you with another example. If I change my design, again, the logo will always be at the front, and then at the back we'll have the banner and the poster. Once we've decided on the design that we want, again, very important that we click Save Changes. Once that's done, we can move on to the next step, which is downloads. Downloads are just any file that you want to share with the visitors. They will be attached to your booth, and the visitor will be able to go into your booth and download that file onto their computer. So it could be any additional PDF files with information or brochures that you want to add, or any other type of file. You can upload documents, images. The only requirement is that they have to be maximum 5 megabytes per file. And I suggest you don't try uploading a PowerPoint presentation because it won't upload correctly. The file format, all the other file formats are completely fine. The way you upload one of these downloads is you click Add Download, you give it a name, a description, and then you would search for the file that you want and click Save. You can add as many as you want, and you can always come back and edit or delete those files, and even alter the order they appear in for the visitor inside your booth. Next, we have the meetings. So meetings is a way for you to add your own external calendar to your booth as a link. So the attendee is able to see your calendar, your schedule, and maybe find a time to talk to you if you have that available on your calendar, or just simply as an information page so they can see your schedule and when you would be available to chat. To add one of these calendars, you click Add Meeting. You give it a title. I suggest, because you can have up to 10 people log in for each booth, I'll go through that in a second. I suggest that you add the name of the person whose calendar it is, just so the visitor, the attendee, knows exactly whose calendar it is and who to talk to. You just write a few words about the guest or the calendar. You can even upload an image, and then this is where you would place the link to your external calendar. If you don't have one, it could be Google Calendar, it could be any other calendar that you use. If you don't have one, I suggest you open an account with Calendly and you create your calendar there. It's completely free, and it will let you schedule time slots so attendees can save one of those time slots to chat to you, and you'll receive an email with that confirmation. But again, it's completely up to you what calendar you use. You can embed the calendar inside the platform. I only recommend you do this if you use Calendly because it's the one that works best. If you're using Google Calendar or any other calendar, I suggest you just keep it like this and then click Save. Again, you can add as many calendars as you want. You can always come back and edit or delete them. Next down, we have the videos. So you can add as many videos as you want to your booth. They could be informative videos, they could be videos about specific items, specific job offers, whatever you want. To add one of these videos, it's very easy. The only requirement, which is a very important one, is that they have to be uploaded to YouTube first. So what it is, it's a YouTube link that embeds directly into the platform. So you need to pre-upload your video to YouTube and set it to public. Otherwise, if it's set to hidden or private, I believe it is, it won't show up correctly. So make sure it's public. And then we just add a title. We select YouTube here and then add the code. We can add the duration of the video as well, just as a reference for the attendee, just so they know how long it will take them to view it. Just a quick reminder that the video code, so the link that you have to add, is the one that appears here at the top of the search bar when you're watching the video. So it's not the sharing link, it's a complete full link of the video. Once you have that, we click Save, and it will list here. So it will, you can have as many videos uploaded as you want. Again, you can come back and edit and delete it at any time, and you can reorder the files in the order that they appear in your booth. Next down, we have the mailbox. This is a way for you to add your email address up here at the top. And that way, attendees, when they join the fair and they go into your booth, and if for some reason you're not online, they can send you a mailbox, which is like an email, but inside the platform. And you will receive that email, that mailbox, here in the backend under the mailbox section. But you will also receive it in the inbox of whatever email address you set here at the top. So it's very important that you don't forget to set an email address here. Otherwise, although you will receive it here in the CRM, the content manager inside the platform, you will not get a notification, so you might miss the message. So I do recommend you set the email address here at the top. Next down, we have the chat. So as you can see here, we have several sections. We have the schedule and then the history, 3 types of chat history. First, we're going to go through the schedule. So the schedule is a way for you to add the times that you will be available during the event to chat through the live chat. It's purely informative. If, for example, this one, Paula's chat schedule, I set the date, I set the time, but if I want to be online at 9 a.m., that's completely fine. As I said, this is purely informative, just for the attendee to know that if you're not going to be online throughout the whole duration of the fair, they know when to reach out to you during the at what times exactly through the chat. So again, if you're going to be online for the whole event, that's completely fine as well. You don't need to set a schedule because they will always be able to find you in the chat directly. You can add as many as you want. If you have multiple representatives joining the day of the event for your booth, you can add the chat schedule for each individual if you want, and that way it will make it easier for the attendee to find a specific person to talk to. To add one of these schedules, we click on Add Chat Agenda, and again we fill out the information here, and then we click Save. And it will appear like one of these that I've already done here. Next down, we have the history, the public, private, and the group history. Right now, if you go into these sections, they will be completely empty, and that's completely fine. This is where all the conversations that you had during the event will be saved. So you will be able to access it after the event and reread and revisit all the conversations that you had with everyone. And the 3 different sections are for the 3 different types of chats that we have available. So the first one is the public chat history, which is the open group chat history. Then we have the private history, and these are the private chats, the one-on-one chats that you have with attendees. And then you have the group history, which is the group chats that you create during the event, if any. You don't have to, but if you use it, I'll go through it in a second as well. All the group chat history conversations will be here. Next, we have the webcasts. So webcasts are live conferences or live presentations that you want to give during the event. There's 3 types of 3 ways that we can upload a webcast, and I'll show you in a second. We have the integrated webcast, we have the YouTube webcast, and the external link webcast. So the integrated one will use our own platform to host and to view the conference, the live conference. So it's similar to a Zoom call, but with another platform that's called Whereby. And you don't need to go to any external links or anything like that. Everything will be integrated inside the platform, making it a lot easier, both for you and for the attendee the day of the event. Next, we have the YouTube webcast, which could be either a live YouTube video or a pre-recorded YouTube video. And then we have the external webcast, which is an option that if you want to use your own platform to host that conference or that presentation. For example, if you want to use Teams, if you want to use Google Meet or Zoom instead of the integrated platform that we have, that's perfectly fine as well. I'll show you how to upload one of these webcasts. So you click Add Webcast. You fill out all the fields that you see here. I'll show you one that's already done. You can add an image or a logo as well. Again, JPEG file and maximum 5 megabytes. And then this is where you select the type of webcast that you want, either integrated, YouTube, or external. In this case, it's integrated, which means that I don't have to provide a link because it will automatically generate one for me. We add a description and then we click Save. If I wanted to do external link or YouTube link, you can see that a field opens up here. And this is where I would add the link to that conference call or that presentation. So it could be a Zoom meeting, it could be Teams, it could be Google Meet, and this is where you would place the link. This is the link that attendees will click on and will take them to that conference. I'll go back to the integrated one and click Save. Obviously, you have to add a date that is in the future. If you add a past date, it won't let you save. Now we're done. We click Save, and I have it right here. Now, in order for you to access that webcast as a host, you need to do it through this page. So you have to go to this icon, the eye icon that you see here. Click on it and you'll see a button that says Access Webinar as Host. If you click this, it will open up a page in the platform that gives you access to all the host features like sharing the screen. You'll be able to control who comes in and out of the room. You'll be able to control the mics and the cameras and all of that. So all the features for the host. The attendee will access through the fair itself, and they won't have access to all of these features. But just remember that this is where you would have to access the call if you wanted all the hosting features. A quick note, so a suggestion for you is that you open this as soon as you create this webcast, the integrated one. You go here and you right click and you save the link. That way you'll have it more handy when it comes to the time. When the day comes, you don't have to access the CRM and then go here. You'll have it saved somewhere that's more accessible. Another thing you can do here under webcasts is see how many people signed up for the webcast prior to the webcast starting. And you can also see after the event who attended that webcast. So who clicked on the link and who viewed that video or accessed that webcast. To do that, you click on the 3 lines here that says Show Users, and you'll see a list of names of whoever joined or whoever signed up for the webcast. That way it'll give you an idea prior to the event of how many people are interested in your webcast, and you'll know how many people to expect. As you can see, this one has 1 person who signed up because it's in a future date and they signed up on Monday 29th. So those are the webcasts, and now we have the job offers. So this is where you would add any job opportunities or job openings that you have for your booth and that you want visitors to be able to apply to. So what we do is click Add Offer. We fill out all the information that we have here, and then we add the description. Now, it's very important about the external link. There's a bit more information here on the little I, but just so you know, if you add an external link to your own page, to your own application page, we will lose track of that attendee, of that visitor, and their data won't get saved in our platform. Okay, so you won't have a record of that person, or you won't have a record at all of whoever showed interest or applied to that job opportunity. If you have a way of measuring that and keeping track of that on your end, on that page that you set, that's completely fine. Just know that if you set an external link and it takes the attendee somewhere else outside our platform, we will lose track of their data and we won't be able to tell you who applied to that specific job opportunity. My recommendation is that you leave the external link field blank, and then if you want to add that external link, you do it here in the description box. That way you have the best of both worlds, basically. So all the information from the attendees that apply to your offer will get saved in our platform, and then they will also have the option to click on that external link and go to your page if they want to as well. Down here you can add an image if you wanted to as well, and a document. So if you have a PDF file or a brochure or any other type of document with more information about the job opportunity, you're more than welcome to upload it here as well. Once we've filled out everything, we click save, and then they will appear and be listed. I'll just exit this one. They will be listed here, just similar to the webcasts. And then the jobs tab, we have the same feature as we just went through with the webcast, and that is that you can see who applied to that job instead of the webcast. To do that, you click on the same 3 lines that we had before, and then you'll see all the people who applied to that job. In this case, no one applied to ours. That's completely fine. You'll also be able to download all the information and all the applicants to that job when you click on this button that says export, and then you'll have that information saved on your computer. Finally, we have the visitors tab. This is where you'll be able to see everyone who visited your booth. So this is a way for you to see all the data and all the information from everyone who visited you during the event. Just a quick reminder that it's better if you access this after the event, because otherwise, just like you can see here, right now I only have 1 visitor, but it's not representative of what the actual day of the event would be. So this is a feature for after the event, and you'll be able to download all of that data into an Excel file. If you click this square button here at the top, you will select all of them, and then you can download into an Excel file into your computer, and you'll be able to view all the data from each individual. Remember, this is only for the visitors that attended, so visited your own booth. It's not everyone who attended the fair, and it is not everyone who you chatted to. That will be under chat. This is only the visitors that entered your booth during the event. Okay, so this is everything for the back end. Oh, just one last thing. At the top here, the first item that we see is the dashboard. And this is a quick resume, quick summary of some data that you have that you can access after the event, just to see how many private chats you had, how many public chats you have, group chats, just a quick overview of the data. Now we're going to go to the demo. This is a preview of what the fair will look like the day of the event. So this is just a demo version. It is not the live event, but it mirrors exactly what the fair will look like when it goes live. It's a way for you to go through the get comfortable using the platform. It's a way for you to visit your booth and see that everything that you uploaded shows up correctly, and if you need to make any changes. So right now, this is the main homepage, and the first thing that you want to do is you want to log in using your chat credentials. So I'm going to click login. As you can see here, this is my username that I use for the backend. But then for the demo and the day of the event, we have to use the chat logins. So same as the other username, we just have to add _chat1 or chat2, chat3, chat4, depending how many people are going to join your booth, how many representatives are going to log in. Each representative has to log in with a different chat account. So for example, I'm Paula, so I'm going to log in with chat1. If my colleague Maria wanted to log in, then she would have to use chat2 or chat3 and so on. I'm going to use chat1 and the password, and I'm logged in. The first thing that you want to do when you log in is change your profile name. Right now it says Paula EVF, but the first time that you log in, it will just show your username. So you need to go to view profile, edit profile, and change your name and position. That way attendees will see who you are, and they will understand who they want to talk to or who they're talking to instead of just a random number. Once you've changed this, we click save. You can even add a photo if you want to as well. And that will save your name. You don't need to do it again. So once you do it once here in the demo, you don't need to do it the day of the event again. So I do recommend you do that as soon as you log into the demo. That way you're already set up and you don't have to worry about it again. Now if I scroll down, I'm going to find my booth and show you how it looks. And that way I can check that everything looks correct and everything that I uploaded is here. So I click on my booth, I find it, click on it, and there it is. So the design that I chose is there, banner, poster, the logo, everything looks good, the social media, everything that I uploaded is here. So I check everything and I'm good to go. All the videos, the webinars. So if everything looks good, then you're all set for the day of the event. So now the day of the event, you'll have to log into the main URL, which is this one that you see at the top without the demo. So this main URL. It will look exactly like it does now. So this will look exactly the same. If you try to go to the main URL right now, it will just be the registration page and you won't be able to see any of this. So right now it's set only for attendees to register, so you don't need to do anything. You just have to access the day of the event when it goes live. You'll log in the same way we just did. And then the main thing that you'll be focusing on is the live chat. This is the way you're going to communicate with the attendees. This is how you're going to talk to them. So you'll be focusing on the chat. So what you want to do is click on visitors and you'll see everyone that's connected to the fair. You'll see everyone that's online at that time and you can chat to any of those people. Some people prefer to wait until the attendees chat to them, but I do encourage you that if there's not a lot of chatting going on and attendees are not being very proactive, then I would like you to go in and have a look around and maybe you can start a conversation with them, and that will get them started maybe. So I click on the name, I find the person I want to talk to, I click on their name, I see a bit of their profile information, and then I click chat with me. This opens up a one-on-one conversation. It's a private conversation, no one else can see these messages, and I can start chatting to that person directly. Now, if I'm looking at something else and that person responds to my message, you'll hear a little sound, a notification, and you'll also see a little green bubble next to my private chats. So that way I know I have a new message. I click on my private chats and I see that this person sent me a message, so I click on it and that will open up the conversation again with the new messages. Down here you have the text box, you have some emojis that you can use, and to the right you have a documents icon where you can send additional documents if they ask for it, and you have the camera icon where you can start a video chat with that person. I always recommend you let them know and you both agree to start a video chat conversation before you do. Only you as the booth, as the employer, have access to this button. The attendee cannot start a video conversation with you. It has to be on your end. Additionally, here under my private chats, which is the window that will show the ongoing conversations, the open conversations, you have the option to create a group chat. If you click on it, it will open this window and you'll be able to select everyone that you want to join in that group chat, both exhibitors and the visitors, and then you can create the room, and it just creates a group chat with the people that you chose. It has to be a minimum of 3 participants, otherwise it would just be a one-on-one, and a maximum of 10. And then lastly we have the My Public Chats, which is the open group chat. So it's a chat where everyone from the booth messages in the same place. So all the messages from the representative number 1 up to the representative number 10, they all message in this same chat. So it's like an open conversation for anyone that wants to join. Anyone can read the messages and anyone can send messages. So it's good. It's good to use it for welcome messages or just generic information that you want to give everyone that is logged into the fair. And lastly, just a reminder about the messages here. So if you log out for any reason, and you log back in, the messages will hide, but they won't disappear. What you have to do is find that person again, and then the messages will be there. So don't panic if you log out and log back in and the messages are not there. You just have to find that person again here and open a conversation with them, and the messages will show. The messages will be saved for 30 minutes. If you take longer than that, then you'll have to access those messages through the backend as we talked about earlier. And that is everything for now. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you have any questions or anything comes up while you're setting up the booth, I'll be here to help. Thank you so much.